Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnicht Buick GMC Sports Update. Jaguars win is just the most astonishing thing that happened in week one of the NFL, and perhaps of that, the most astonishing thing was the play of the offensive line. Somehow, somewhere along the line, those five guys, with Cam Robinson and Patrick Omameh on the left side, got their act together and figured it out against a pretty stout front seven for the Texans. And by the way, Brian Cushing has now been suspended for 10 games for PED use. But nonetheless, this is one of those kind of surprising things. If you asked Tom Coughlin on May 1st of last year, and if he was honest with you, he would have said to you, well, after free agency and after the draft, I want a team that has a featured back that runs it about 25 times, a quarterback that throws it about 25 times, a defense that controls the clock and field position, creates turnovers, and gets a score. In fact, he would have pointed exactly to what happened in that game against the Texans, and that's the team that the Jaguars want to be. So if you like that, regardless of how they played, they're going to try not to throw it 50 times a game. You're not going to see a lot of these 42-35 games if the Jaguars can help it. They want to play somewhere in the 20s, keep the other team somewhere in the teens, and go home happy. I'm fairly amazed the Jaguars are a 2.5-point underdog to the Titans after the Titans were beaten by Oakland and the Jaguars won on the road. So a lot to live up to. Doug Marrone said it's about consistency. And after this week, which is very disjointed for the Jaguars, it'll be incredibly interesting to see if that leadership on that football team, the veterans that they have, Calais Campbell, who is better than advertised both in the locker room and on the field, Malik Jackson, guys like that, Paul Posluszny, can kind of get this team to play the same way despite having kind of a disjointed week here at home. I hope you're safe. I hope you got your power back, and I certainly hope that those who you have suffered such terrible ravages of the flooding are able to find safe harbor and get your lives together very soon. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnicht Buick GMC Sports Update.